move that about.
I'm recording now.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Got that.
So we'll just wait for Alice to come in as well. Excellent. Just going to let Tom finish setting up, I think. Is that the maximum? Is that your maximum width you can go to in there, Tom? Is that?
Well, it's more of a leg. The stands that were stopping getting. I can do this.
Tom's network connection is a little jumpy. I wonder if I'll sort that one out in a minute. Oh, there's a window behind that green screen. Lines are closed, but we'll see.
There is, I think Alice has also got a window behind hers. Yeah.
It's a bit overcast today. We might be all right, but if that's the kind of direct, east facing or west facing, and whatever time of day, that could be.
Yeah.
Suddenly, it comes glaring through. But
yeah.
Sorry.
The weather's going to be a bit miserable in Bristol this week, so hopefully it should be all right. Anyway.
Yeah, it's great. Pretty gloomy down this way as well at the moment.
A sneak peek of one of the things we have set up, Steph, because I'm just quite enjoying watching Tom walk in and out of this.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
This is amazing.
Yeah, there's a mix of, basically, we've got a few different time periods kind of accounted for. Because I pulled a load of images from Shackleton's cabin is on Google Maps, so you can just kind of wander around. And then Paul managed to find a really lovely selection of images, some of which are probably like slightly closer to 1920s, like 1930s expedition standards.
Amazing. Right.
Just for testing today, really, just for you to find out what sort of things you to get an idea of how it sort of works and what sorts of interactions you can have. There's Steve. Hello, Steve. Hi. Can't quite hear you yet, Steve. And Alice is here as well.
Hey.
Hi, Alice. Can you hear us? I think Alice has got. I can hear Tom. Can hear Steph. Can't hear Steve. Is your audio working?
Can you hear me now? No.
I can hear you now. That's it. Yeah. Hello.
You can hear me, Paul. Yeah.
I can hear you, Steve. I can hear you. Perfectly good. Perfectly good. That's great. I'll just introduce you shortly. I think Alice is also here. Hello, Alice. Can you hear us? Alice perhaps can't hear us.
Can you hear us?
Or we can't hear Alice.
Alice? Doesn't look like.
No, it doesn't look like it. You can. Okay.
I'll WhatsApp her.
Is Peter joining us today as well, Steph, or is it just yourself?
Not this week. He's
not this week. He's going to be doing the next week. He's going to join. Fantastic. Well, not on what next week? It's the week after, isn't it? Or a couple of weeks maybe. Excellent, excellent. Let me just quickly introduce you to Steve. So Steve Dixon is the co-investigator on this project with myself. We've been working on this project, as you know, since November 2020. So Steve Dixon is based in Singapore at LaSalle College of Arts, and Steve and I have just been attending these sessions and watching what's going on, offering any advice we can. So Steve's background is in digital theatre and performance, and he's written a book called Digital Performance, MIT Press publication, some 2017, I think, or maybe perhaps earlier. Steve, do you want to say hello?
Yeah, hi, great to see you all. Fantastic, looking forward to working with you, sort of helping where we can and all of that. So really nice to see you all.
So do you want to, just please say hello, Steph. So Steph is the director from Sharp Teeth.
Great.
Yeah.
And there's Steph.
Also sometimes producer as well. Yeah. I'll pass on to Chloe.
Hello, I'm kind of alongside Paul doing vMix things and learning how that all functions.
Good.
So Chloe's managing it all. She's running it all from her studio. Then we've got Tom in the top.
Hello, I'm Tom. I'm an actor.
Excellent. I'm sometimes an actor also, so I.
Great.
And Alice is there as well. I'm not sure Alice can hear us yet. Can you hear us now, Alice?
I can now. Oh, I've got
Excellent. And we can hear
Can
you.
you hear me? I
Even
guess
better.
we can.
Yes.
We can hear you as well, yes. Excellent.
Ooh.
So as I said, so Chloe is managing all the vMix today on this session, and one of the first things I'm sure that Chloe is doing is doing all your compositing and aligning. I know that Tom is still fixing his green screen.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a little bit tricky the first session, but I promise you, once you get it done the first time, you'll know next time how to do it, and in no time at all you'll be so quick at setting this up. You'll find it very straightforward. But it looks like, Alice, you've got yours. Is yours at the full width, Alice? Is it the full width it can go?
Yeah, it's 3x3. My distance this way is a little bit shorter.
Okay. But you've got the full width available to the 3 meter screen. You can't go any wider with that.
I think I'm about 290 width-wise. Can't go any further than that.
And is it because of the size of your room? You're limited to the space in your room. Yeah, no worries at all. No worries at all. So if you want to try, do you want to try and just center your camera as much as you can, so you get equal amounts of extra space on each side of the screen? That way, when we crop you, we won't crop one side more than the other. There you go. That's looking good. That's looking pretty good.
That's about right.
Yeah, close. And how about when you go right back against the green screen? Can we get your whole body in? Pretty almost. That's pretty good.
Ooh.
Okay. I wonder if you might. Yeah, that's pretty good, I reckon. Okay, and if you walk forward, Alice, just want to see the top of your head when it comes into full screen. So because of the angle, your head doesn't come into full screen. We might want to tilt your camera up slightly, I think.
Yeah.
We might lose your feet.
Give that a go.
That's it. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Probably a little bit too much. With all these things, only minor little nudges can make huge amounts of difference. So just be aware of that. Yeah, that's maybe down a touch, and oh, there we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now I wonder if you could just move it slightly to your one side. I think one side on your screen left is a little bit bigger than the screen right on the sides. You know what I mean? When we're cropping, I can just think it looks like slightly.
Yes.
Okay. Slightest little nudge. I know, and then let's try and look at which way that is.
not great with my lefts and rights, Paul. I'm afraid.
I'm not either, and it's not easy when it's on screen when you're looking at yourself in what you think is a mirror. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That looks spot on. I reckon that looks pretty much right. You're in the middle. That's great. I mean, we've almost got your feet in there as well when you do that. That's it. Yeah. So you can actually. That's good. Yeah. If you've got a bit of gaffer where you kind of tape around, if it doesn't mark anything, you could stick your green screen to the floor so it doesn't move around too much. That way you've got to. We'll see how we get on with that. That looks pretty good. Now, if Tom can get something similar to that, that'd be good.
Yeah. Here we go.
Lots of bed in the foreground at the moment.
Hold on, I'm going to move the bed back 2 seconds.
I can do a little bit of like creative cropping my end. Obviously we want as much of an image on Tom's end as possible, but
absolutely. Are you cropping at the moment, Chloe? Are you cropping in the main camera? Are you?
I was having a little play around just because I'm aware of the bits and pieces we've got
sure.
over here and over here.
Well, you can see what we're trying to do is to try and get Tom's setup as close to Alice's setup at the moment.
Tom's quite a lot smaller than Alice at the moment. It's like Hobbit and Gandalf.
Yes. We can. There's options for zooming, so we can always make someone.
But perhaps Tom could move his camera a little bit closer forward. Just bring your camera in a little bit closer to you, Tom, because we're trying to get. If you can see Alice's screen, we're trying to get yours. Something similar to that. Now I know that there's a white cabinet on screen right as well.
Yeah,
maybe. It may not. We'll see.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. Here's what I'm going to do.
Have you, just another question, have you both got lights on, your video lights?
I haven't got my light on yet. I'm going to see...
Okay, Tom, okay. I can see that you haven't got your lights on yet. So, have you got your lights on, Alice?
Yeah, they're both up, looking up to the ceiling at the moment. They're like there and there.
Okay, that's good. Yours is looking pretty good, actually, Alice.
Let me put my light on.
The lighting's nice. Yeah, no worries. That will help Chloe get a good key. Let me just see where Tom. I've got Tom Truscott, another Tom. So Tom is our technical research assistant, and Tom might drop in as well, just to sort of be here in case there's anything else. He'll make a note of anything that you need technically. So let me just open up. He says he can't get in, so I need to resend him the document. Get in. I think you've already had email contact with Tom, haven't you, Tom Truscott?
Yeah.
So you met him already. Yeah. Let me just see if I can get Tom in as well. Of course you did. Yeah, that's right.
Apologies, I'm going to keep muting myself because I've still got the COVID cough a little bit. Oh wow! Look
I heard. Yeah. I hope you're feeling better, Steph.
Yeah, just a bit of a slow recovery, but
I know. Yeah. Oh, good.
Oh my God, it's so cold.
Sorry, I thought I'd show you a little bit of like what kind of bits we're looking at.
This is going to be fun, isn't it?
And you're recording, are you, Chloe? Now, just to make sure, yeah.
Yes,
you're recording.
I am
Brilliant.
recording.
Okay, wonderful.
I might, as a safety, kind of stop and then immediately restart around like 11, half 11, just so that I don't end up with one huge file.
Yeah,
in the morning or
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. No problem.
But I will make sure that I'm not kind of leaving it just off.
Yeah, sure.
Alice, do you feel all pretty set up? Because if so, I'll just double check the key that I've got for you. But it looks.
Yes.
I mean, this looks like it's because what we've got currently is that which is pretty crisp around you. I would.
It looks excellent.
Yeah, I will. Lovely. I'm gonna have a little look at Tom's. Just because we've got a bit more crunch. So let's have a little look at Tom's.
Excellent. I wonder whether Tom should tilt his camera down slightly, a bit more.
Yeah.
Perhaps move in touch. That's it. You might want to move in just a touch. Not too much, Tom. I think it might be too much now.
Okay, cool. I'll move it back
A little bit too much, I think, Tom. Yeah, just a touch more back.
I'm just going to take a fresh kind of sample of the colour. Just check if any of the concepts in there.
Paul, would it help if I moved my camera back a bit?
I think your camera was pretty good, Alice. But I think it's more. I think you were quite. I think we're going to go with your location looked quite good. Because the more you move it back, we'll get too much green screen. We'll start losing our green screen.
Yeah.
I'm just having a little. If there's anything that you can see, Paul, where you go, oh, that's a classic thing.
Yeah,
thing
sure.
to tidy in this manner. Let me
How are you getting on with your lighting, Tom? Is it all set up? Your lighting now?
Well, I've got my lights on. Yeah, I can make them brighter.
Okay.
They're quite or warmer or colder or.
Yeah, that's what we've currently got colour-wise.
Yeah, I think they're.
Or
Do you want to
brighter,
just try pointing them up to the ceiling? Does that help? Just bouncing it off the ceiling a little bit.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get a good diffused sort of spread of light, really.
Yeah.
Tom, are you connected to your internet with your Ethernet cable?
Yeah, I did have problems with PlusNet yesterday.
Okay.
But this morning it's showing like 75 megabits a second. So, but it's all connected via Ethernet.
Okay.
Do you want the light pointed more at the ceiling?
I think that looks better. I'm just trying to,
Sorry,
as you walk away. Yeah, I think Chloe's struggling a little bit with the keying on you.
I think the main thing is that when you're right next to the screen, we've got quite a stark shadow, which is definitely affecting. It seems to be like also kind of affecting your legs most when we're keying in.
And the top right and left, haven't we, as well?
Let's see what happens.
Have you tried?
Like that.
Yeah. Are you sampling the green, Chloe, when you chroma key?
Yeah, I just went with one that was like a slightly darker shade on the.
Yeah.
You can try and help.
You can always.
Darker further down.
Sometimes you can use the green palette as well. Use the palette and just select the brightest green. That sometimes does a good job. That's getting better.
Yeah, that's getting closer. Let me just have a little. Or is that? There we go. That's definitely a lot closer than we've had before. We're not getting quite so much shadow.
It is better. Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
And you say you had some trouble with your network the other day. Today's better because it might be your upload speed, Tom, not so much your download speed. That's maybe the issue.
Right.
But
I don't know, tests. I I mean, I've got upload of 73 megabits as well, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Okay.
What.
It's a bit better now, actually. Coming in slightly better now.
How are we
Yeah, that's
feeling
actually better.
about this? I know it's a little bit at the edges.
It's okay. It's good. It's good. I think it's better. That's acceptable. I think all things considered, because of the networks and that sort of thing. One thing that you could try and do, Tom, is just try and straighten up your camera so you're in the middle. So you're trying to get equal amounts of non-space on both sides. So at the moment, screen left is a little bit. Screen right is a bit more than screen left. There you go. That's it. Back a bit. That's perhaps a little bit too much. Touch too much. A little bit more the other way. That's good. That's good. About there. Perfect.
Sweet.
That's good. Now that should be centered now.
Paul, I know we talked about cropping earlier.
Yeah.
Would I be okay in terms of just cropping the calls just to take out those edges that aren't green screen, or is that something that often causes problems further down the line?
Up to you. I find it's better to do all the cropping in the scene.
Cool. That's fine.
And a bit more work, but later on you suddenly might run into problems, and you'll suddenly adjust something, and it will go out, and you'll think, "Well, hang on, why is that now not cropping this size?" You've got two different crops going on. It's there we go.
Just to see bits and pieces. Okay.
Oh, Shottington.
We've got people in scenes.
Oh.
We can always kind of look at which side of the screen either of you is kind of oriented.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we've got to do, isn't it, Alice?
If Alice just moves behind that red chair, can I just check something? Oh no, which one's behind the red chair?
Let me see.
That's all right, Chloe. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can pop someone behind the chair.
I think someone can sit on the bed and someone can sit on the chair is the idea. But and Chloe's just gonna position you in the right places.
Let me just. Oops, sorry. That's.
Well, there we go.
That was
Don't stab in.
Thing on my. A little bit.
So a message to Steve. Sorry, I didn't forward you the script that Steph sent me. But if you're familiar with the work, the sharp teeth work, but this is a Antarctic setting of a development from an earlier performance called Sherlock and Holmes on ice. Can't remember, Steph.
Murder on Ice. Yeah.
On ice. Sherlock and Holmes on ice, all set in the Antarctic. The expedition. That the murder mystery that all goes pear-shaped in the Antarctic. Yes.
With Tom in front of it. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Perfect.
I don't know. I'll grab an actress.
Yes, if you've got a chair, Tom, that will help you. Sit on it, then you'll look like you're sitting in that chair.
Also make you a little bit. I think you might seem a bit smaller than Alice right now.
I am a little Norwegian boy.
Get my angles right.
Oh goodness, this is funny.
It takes a while to sort of adjust your angles and realise the sort of the spatial relationships and left and right and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you soon get used to it. Yeah, that's great, Tom. Yeah, that kind of cheating of looks and so on.
I didn't do it, I swear.
Well, I know what you're doing. Get off my mother.
We have a few different scenes set up. I don't know what's best. Is it best to just like Tom and Alice kind of go through the spatial vibes in one scene?
That's
or
right.
Go through set them up, or.
Yeah, I think it's helpful, Chloe, just to let give Tom, Alice, and Steph a little opportunity to just talk it through and things you might want to try and explore. And we're here just to watch you and listen to what you're doing. One thing I would just say before you do that is just a quick note on screens. Now you've both got a screen. One is on the left or the right hand side. Could you just point to your screens, where they are, left or right? Oh, perfect. That's great. So they're on opposite sides already. So what you'll do is, if Tom sort of is more to the screen right, and Alice is more to screen left, when you're composited and you look at those screens, you'll then create that effect of looking at each other.
Great.
So you have that, and that may be the way you want to go for. You might want to think about, because there's only one screen left and right, unless you have other screens, we can put more in. That's a bit more complicated, but we'll stick with this. This is your sort of format to work with, Steph, when you think about the scene setting. If they want conversation, so if Alice is always on screen left and Tom is always screen right, they can have those conversations in profile. So that's all I was going to say. So,
Great.
Did you want to add any? Yeah, great. Okay.
Yeah, no, and I think,
So,
as you say, so I think if you look at one environment at a time and let them just sort of play with it and get used to it, rather than going through them all. Have sort of 5 minutes or so in each is normally what we do, and then you just start to sort of explore the environment a little bit.
In that case, do you want Tom and Alice like a little bit more time in the captain's cabin, just where you've got kind of one of you in front of the chair, one of you behind it? I'm setting up a couple of others, and then once you've had a play in there, we can kind of put you on like a radio tower or things like that.
Cool, yeah.
And maybe get used to, Alice, if you're going to sit on the bed, just get used to spatially where it is and how it works. It can be a bit sort of cramp on the legs, some of the kind of pretending. Obviously, Tom's got a seat there. But yeah, it can still work and sort of, yeah. You may want to be there. That kind of thing. Maybe sit a little bit further back or move further back. So otherwise you look like you're right on the edge of it. yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Go on, interrogate Tom.
Yeah, and then get your eye line to Tom.
A little bit
So
more.
close to your face.
That looks like you're looking at him when you do that.
Yeah.
To be fair, you are close enough to kiss me, Alice. It looks like.
Yeah. Have a little kiss. No, this is all part of it. Have a little kiss. Yeah. And that, yeah.
I'm so big.
You might be.
This is good
I'll
for,
make you a bit smaller.
It's good for Barbella.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbella, circus lady.
Also, my crotch as well. Could do some good crotch.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'll never tell you where the maps are.
Great. I mean, just a note: if you are hitting each other or whatever, if you were doing that punch, it sometimes helps to give a kind of cue line so that you're ready for it, because there'll always be a little bit of lapse. If you're too quick, then it's always going to be late, the reaction. But if you kind of give it a cue line and say, hey, hey, look out, boom, then Alice can anticipate it and kind of move at the same time. And if you sort of time it so you know exactly how, when you'll say look out and you hit after a second, she'll hear the look out and then react before she sees the punch, but you both know the timing. So you have to kind of cheat those kind of things.
What about a slap on the back?
Nice.
Like you walk past me, Alice, and then you slap me on the back of the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But really anticipate. Just show him it, so that
Shout,
absolutely.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Getcha. It's a lot slow.
I just maybe
So again,
should we do one where
have
I'm
another
I'll
go.
be
You just
going
got
on
to
about
anticipate,
something.
Tom. You got to go early, and
Yeah.
it should work.
So it goes, shut
Hey.
up,
I'll be
get
going
just
on about something.
Shut
Yeah.
up, getcha.
Go.
just slightly earlier, Tom.
Oh,
okay.
shut up, getcha.
Go. That's it. Yeah. Closer.
What does
Should we
it
put
look
it less?
like?
I'll be going on about something, Alice, and then we'll see if we can put it into something. You ready?
All right, okay.
I'm not a criminal. I'm a little Norwegian boy. Have you ever seen the TV show in Norway? It is all about little Norwegian mouse. I'm just a mouse. I'm just a little mouse like this.
Oh, shut up, getcha.
No, but it's a little bit late. Shut up, get your smack. So really like it's on the one straight after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try one
just
more time.
don't watch a hand. Yeah. Just yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, getcha.
Right. Try
Okay,
again.
so
Come on,
Tom,
we can do it.
so she'll go, shut up, getcha, and then you go, shut up, getcha, one, then move, and forget,
Right,
don't
okay.
forget about her thing. It's just beat, go.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, getcha.
I mean, on my screen it looks like I've just moved.
Yeah. It's navigating latency. I know, it's tricky,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
If you go straight after shut up, get ya. Shut up, get ya, move. I wonder if that'll
Yeah.
work with the latency.
Oh, shut up,
If you slap your leg,
Oh yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
this.
Are you smacking your leg, Tom, or am I?
I'll slap.
Okay. Oh, shut up, getcha.
I'm getting a lot of latency, and also Tom's voice isn't coming through at the same time as Tom's visuals on my
Yeah.
end. Is anyone else getting that?
I don't.
Yeah, the latency.
That's a good
seems-
question. Very bad,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that right, Tom?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
normally you got.
I'm talking and moving around. Let me.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if there's something I can do.
I wonder if it might be a network issue, I think. Is there anybody in your house that's maybe online, Tom?
Me. Yeah, let me go and check.
I mean, this is one of the issues we have to deal with. It's overcoming these sorts of
Right.
issues. Sometimes switching your router on and off is often a help as well if you're having bandwidth issues. But Ethernet, if you're Ethernet connected, just maybe just check you are Ethernet connected on your laptop. You're not still on Wi-Fi. Are you Ethernet connected, Alice, as well? I think you are. Yours is looking pretty good. Your latency is very low, but Tom's got quite high latency.
But that scene, that setup that you've got there also looks like it would work really nicely with Alice just like pacing in the background and just like surrounding Getcha on all sides. Yeah, it's the thing of the let me see if I see if we've got to do.
If you just pace back and forth behind the chair, yeah.
Yeah, you can't. You don't notice my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hitting your edge of your screen just there, Alice.
Yeah, the edge of the
yeah.
image isn't the edge of your green screen. So
Chloe
yeah.
could pan the whole video across, so the edge of the green screen actually aligns with the wing.
Yes.
That shot.
Let me have a play with that. That's number one.
Hello. I lost you completely whilst I was gone, but no one's online.
Oh, okay, Tom. Are you sure you're absolutely on the Ethernet? Your computer's not running on Wi-Fi instead of the Ethernet. If you switch Wi-Fi off, what will happen?
Yeah. Let me.
The edge of your image is now flush with like that riveted metal, Alice.
Yeah, great.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Could I do on that bit? Well, that's quite tricky on that angle.
We could make another layer which meant you go slightly behind, as though you're walking behind the coat and the drawers or whatever it is there, so that you don't have to worry about them.
Oh yeah.
Be bending down into the cupboard, crawling out through the cupboard or something. It's like
Yeah,
Tom's under
use
the
that as
desk.
a secret exit.
Yeah.
How's that now, Tom?
Let me refresh it. Hold on.
Okay, all right.
Really
Yeah,
good.
reconnect if you want to.
Can you look out the porthole, Alice?
I'm just making a version of this image that has a see-through porthole, so that we can use that.
This
Yeah,
might
that
be.
looks good, Alice. When you moved your head. How you doing, Tom?
Well, it's still quite. It's still quite far behind because when I'm seeing my like direct feed, yeah, it's like a full second behind.
I wonder whether it would help if Steve and Steph, if I'm not sure if Tom Truscott is here as well now, but if everyone switches off their video except Tom and Alice,
Okay.
we can then maybe that might help a little bit of bandwidth at Chloe's end. I'm not sure whether that's causing any issues. I don't think so because Alice is getting a good feedback, so I think it is at Tom's end. But in any case, that might help a little bit.
Sure.
If you just put your hand up and count 1 to 5, Tom, on your fingers, so we can see how quickly that's.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're at least
Okay,
not
that's,
getting kind of. Earlier, there was a much bigger distinction between when something was being said and when we were hearing it.
Yeah.
There's
Your
that.
audio and video is well synced now. It may be just the return feed is slow to you, so your latency back, the image coming back to you, is quite slow. That's it's going to be, but normally it's about a second before you can. If you look in your screen and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can get a sense of how quick that image is coming back to you.
Yeah, great. Okay, sweet.
Does that feel comfortable now?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Great. Well, maybe I'll let you carry on.
Should we try the hit again? It does feel like you lost a little bit of latency then. It went into slow and then fast, but we'll see. Yeah. It does kind of look like part of the scene, Alice.
Yeah, it's got the right colour.
Every sailor's cabin needs a booth.
Do you want to do the hit?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Oh, shut up, getcha.
No.
Are you doing head or back, Tom?
Say that again. Am I going what?
Am I hitting you on the back or on the head?
I reckon the head.
Okay.
Is it frozen for anyone else? Am I moving for anyone?
You are. It's suddenly
you are
gone. It's gone back to where it was.
Yeah. Goodness.
What browser are you on, Alice?
Browser.
Yeah. What web browser are you using?
Chrome.
Chrome. But Tom, you had a problem with Chrome, didn't you? You're on Safari.
Well, I could camera recognised, but I can
Camera
try
wouldn't
with
pick it
Chrome.
up. Yeah.
Maybe it was the USB, like the actual USB plug I was using. Hold on, I'm going to try with Chrome.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Also, you haven't got anything else accidentally running a backup or something on your computer? Any other programs running? Right. Excuse me a moment. I'll be right back.
Sorry. In a moment, Alice, I will add in a little thing so that you can kind of go behind that coat and into that chest of drawers if you wanted. And you know what? We could try something with you crawling out and then being visible through the porthole. I'm just adding the couple of images that we'd need if we want to try something with you
Yes,
whilst
Chloe.
Tom's having a little. Let me just.
Sorry, everyone.
Layers. Hey, it's what happens with the internet.
Hold on, hold on. I'll turn this off.
Everything's in here.
Oh, I've missed the bed.
So I'm fiddling with a couple of layers, so it'll probably throw you a little bit.
Sat right on the table, Alice. Like a tiny borrower person in the drawer.
Captain's Cabin 3 and Captain Cabin's 4. Where have we got that? There we are. Okay, so I'm just having a little look. Do you want to see if you can go behind the coat and that side? Okay, great.
Whoa.
Okay. So what I've got is it's just a case of me clicking a couple of things. Do you want to try like crawling out of the cabinet and then just go off screen and then take a beat and come back on? And when you come back on, you'll be behind it through the porthole. Fingers crossed.
Say that again, Chloe.
Do you want to try crawling out through the little cabinet? And if you then kind of take a beat, I'll click something, and then when you come back on, we should be able to kind of watch you come through via the porthole, or like see you past the porthole.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'll put you behind the chair next time. And then see, I don't know where you'll be positioned, but see if you can walk past. Oh no, wait, why are you there?
You're both.
Okay. Oh, what's doing that, I wonder? Why can I see two of you? That's interesting.
that also works well though, Alice, just sort of peeping your head round. It's great. Yeah.
Oh, I think I see what I've done. Yes, okay. Have a little play around. I'm gonna have a little check.
I'm back. I'm not sure what I've done. Will fantastic, Alice.
Sorry, let me throw you back in there, Tom. Briefly. can also put Tom in front of things so that we don't need to. Tom.
I feel like a yellow now. What?
Yes. Is your lighting changed, Tom? Did you change? Did you?
No.
Or maybe it's closed at the end.
I haven't changed anything. I've just been putting in some different layers of the same scene, but I can have a little check in. I'll just have a look at your.
Yeah, no worries. Are you now in on Chrome now, Tom, or on Safari?
No, I had to come back. I had to come back to Safari because I couldn't get the camera.
Okay, all right. It might be that the camera's gone to a funny setting, and usually I don't know what's.
Let me have a look.
Looks like your temperature's changed. Your lighting temperature's changed.
Let's have a look. See. So I'm just gonna,
Oh,
in case you have any thoughts, Paul. I'm just gonna.
I'm wondering whether Tom should
bit
change.
different.
I think your lighting temperature's changed on your lights. Do you have it? Is it
Yeah, let
possible
me,
to change it to a different,
Yeah.
the other, whatever it is? I know it's 5.
It's a much warmer
It's-
green than it was
Yeah.
previously.
This is now as cool as it can get.
Cool. I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Still quite yellow.
No, wait. Never mind. I'm being silly. Let me just double check everything, mate. But nothing's being weird. Okay. No. Yeah. All the same.
On your lights, I haven't seen the lights. Apologies. I think there are 2 different temperature settings.
Yeah.
Could you try the
This
other
is now
temperature on there?
I just changed it to this one.
Oh,
So
really?
this
On
is,
both lights.
yeah. So I just changed them. Hold on.
Okay. You haven't got an overhead light on, have you, in the room? Is there? That's the lights off, I think.
I did have this over the headlight on before. Just turned it off to see if this makes.
Aha! And now you got the video lights on now, have you?
Yes, the video lights.
Oh, why don't you can you brighten those up a little bit?
Yeah.
And maybe
Okay, that's
point them down. Yeah, they're probably. Are they bouncing off the ceiling, or are they? Because there's quite a lot of shadow there. Maybe point them down a little bit this time. Yeah. So it could be that there's daylight. There might be just ambient lighting conditions may have changed as well. But your network is still quite slow as well.
Yeah.
That's just like pulling generally.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think for lighting condition, that's pretty good. Is that all right for you, Chloe? Does that look good now?
Yeah, that and that's
Keying
this
wise,
is the
we're good.
kind of like this is how it looks patched in, so I'm fairly happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah, great. I just wondered, do you want to spend a couple more minutes in this scene and then we change the scene? Just worried about concerned about time and how much time we got this morning, because we've got quite a few scenes as well to show you.
Great. Let's once you're ready, let's keep looking through the scenes.
Okay, let's go to the tower. The tower's comparatively like straightforward. If you want to be shuffled around so that your kind of center is a different place on screen, let me know. And obviously there's the weirdness of how far back on this platform can you physically walk, etc.
Yeah.
What I can do is I'll add in the kind of riveted edges of the captain's cabin, because that'll make it a bit easier for us to line up the. Let me just find where the captain's cabin is 1-4, isn't it? There we are.
I can't walk any further.
I'll line you up with the edges, both of you.
One thing you can do, Chloe, you can do a scene transition and use merge instead of fade. And if for example Alice was smaller in the first scene, and then scaled, so then zoom and then bigger in the second scene, when you use merge, it will zoom Alice, bring Alice forward. And if Alice was doing a kind of walking on the spot motion, it would look like she's actually walking. But that's perhaps for another day. But it's just to have two scenes. You can do it quite quickly, but it would allow you to walk backwards and forwards into that sort of jetty space.
I think your edge is about there, isn't it, Alice?
The graininess works quite nicely with the snow, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can we see some excellent cold acting?
Shouldn't have worn shorts.
I have wondered, I don't know what it looks like when someone tries to throw someone else off of this. I don't know how that would how that
What,
would
to
actually
throw-
function.
Throw me off it. Go on.
I'm moving quite slow.
I think.
Oh, I can.
I'll put Tom behind Alice so you can kind of like push.
Are you looking at a penguin, Alice? and Tom pushes you off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, binoculars.
Oh, I
we
got
should
my
make a list.
binoculars. Wait, I got my binoculars.
Oh, let me put Tom there. Do you? I think that's probably.
Sorry, I'm moving so slowly. I can't even like. I
I know.
might be frozen on your end. Yeah.
No, you're moving all right. Our end, actually, Tom. I think
Okay.
it's slow, and I imagine
So-
going back to the going. By the time you get it yourself. It must be very slow.
Yeah, you move in and out. You seem to be a bit in time with your speaking at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go for it. I can't see what you're doing, Alice. So, if I can't have you, no one can.
That was great, actually.
That worked really well. Can I just do a little video of that one more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on
Let
one
me know when
sec.
you're ready, Alice.
I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm ready.
Okay. If I can't have you, no one can.
Great. That worked
I like
really
the
well. We
cr-
just
the-
need a big splash or something.
The crash sound effect was quite good. I hope you haven't damaged anything there.
Yeah.
I can do quite a lot of that because my bed's right there, so I can sort of.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
We can do a lot of throwing myself off over there.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there anything else you want to play with in this setting?
I wonder if there's something about just like looking together out to stuff in the distance.
What can you see?
Oh, you want to hop? Oh yeah, try that. Oh.
I can shuffle if you want, or if Alice puts.
Alice.
What can
That's good.
you
Isn't it?
see?
And it was quite effective, the thing you were doing before, like holding onto the railing. You know, if you can judge the railing and just hold it with a hand or lean against it with an elbow or whatever. Yeah, sort of very similar to you.
Yeah, that's nice. Can you have an awkward conversation about the seals? Where Getcha's trying to hit on Ben.
Get you, they're real, they're not fake, they're actual seals, they exist. What's wrong with you, man?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just picking up your accent as well now. Pen, what do you know about seals in Norway?
What? Well, I'm picking up your accent now. I've never been to Norway, get over it. I'm not coming back with you to Norway. Do they have seals in Norway?
Of course they have seals. I don't know if you know, but seals in Norway, they pair up and they mate for life. It is very romantic, and I would like you to come to Norway and maybe find a nice little seal pup to mate with.
Right, getcha. I've been studying seals all my life. Right, I know they don't mate for life, all right? The woman, she's not even interested in the male seal. She goes off, she's independent. And the quicker you get that through your thick brain, the better. Leave me alone.
I don't think I can leave. My arm is stuck to this railing.
Right, let me help you get it off. Come on. Oh yeah, that's when you pushed me off.
Oh yeah. Pen! Get away from me!
No!
Lovely. Great.
Great
Should we? Have we got another scene to look at? Should we move into a new place?
Sure. Here's an interesting one in terms of what do we want to do with it.
It's the library with the hole.
I can rearrange you so you don't have to actually crouch.
That is very funny.
It's so big in the hole.
If feel free to stand wherever is comfortable for you, and I will shifty. You're 2 and 3.
Is there a way to make it so it looks like he's kind of poking out of the hole, so the back of the hole is a separate layer to the front? Or
yeah, I can. Let me just do that in. That'll take just a minute or two, because I'll basically have to shuffle. Oh well. Actually, I might be all right. Let me just try something, which might be a bit quicker. So it's
good window for Alice to poke her head in as well.
Yeah.
I can't put the same thing inside the same scene. So let me just, I'll make one with a transparent window as well. But that'll take a couple of minutes. So anything you want to do while you're
we'll have a little play
around in the hole.
I think Alice can sit in the armchair in this scene as well.
Oh yes. Let me just. Sorry, I think I'd also put Alice deep into the hole.
Alice is in the hole as well.
So let me just.
Oh yeah, murdering in the hole. It kind of looks. Oh.
Do you want Alice in the hole or Alice in the chair?
Alice in the chair, I reckon.
Okay.
This is quite nice. Tell us about Getcha's hole, Alice.
What? Why is Getcha in that hole? Well, I'll tell you for why, because he's obsessed with it. Basically, it's from the old base camp. It's where some old archives are or something from Ross's previous expedition. Anyway, he spends all his time in there, the weirdo.
Do you want to do some whittling in your hole, Tom?
Just relax.
Sorry, I'm just getting the chair up for you.
Yeah, it'd be quite good for Alice to be able to kind of wander around behind the table and the chair as well as sit in the chair, but I don't know how. That's a lot of layers.
It is possible.
Whoa!
We've just got. There is Chloe's got another little chair layer to go in the very, very front, and then Alice can sit in the chair. And we could do similar things with the chair or the table, so Alice could walk around the back as well.
Map room. There we are. Okay. Now we can.
That one there. So,
Can
in effect,
position in the chair.
Alice should be able to sit into that chair then.
I'll make you a bit smaller so you can be a bit more comfy in the chair. Probably about. Does that feel about right for the chair? Size-wise?
Yeah. Yeah, that feels all right. You're quite far back in it, Alice.
Yeah, I am.
What a comfy looking chair for you, Alice.
You can put your feet up as well. That's going to be hard.
Yeah, I just
You
get
can
my
put your
legs
feet on that.
If you put your feet up, they will be chopped off because I think you're at the. If you want to.
Oh, is it
sit
cropped?
down-
Ah,
If you want to, you can
Yeah.
sit down in the centre of your space, Alice, and I'll just put you to the side.
oh, that's a good
Because
idea.
that way we
That's
won't
it.
lose your feet or your arms if you stretch.
The way, because I don't actually have a chair, trying to do anything with my feet is sort of impossible. Because I have,
No worries.
If you had a stool and just lift your feet up, then it would work. Did you have that? Oh, that's that yellow one, didn't you? I
yeah,
mean,
I'll try it with that.
the thing is, couple of things very quickly. That green screen you've got is very long, so potentially you could cut a bit of that green screen off and wrap something like that stool in green, and it would then disappear.
Yeah.
Or you could put that underneath the green screen, just as a future reference. So if you did want to have objects like chairs and stools to sit on,
I'll move
and you
you
want
up.
them green, you could potentially just.
Whoa. Looking good.
I might
good
make
call.
Tom. I might make Tom a bit smaller because I feel like
Yeah.
Tom is now
He's
a
a giant.
giant hiding in the floor.
Oh, crazy.
Ian, can I read to you from your mother's diary from the
Oh,
floor?
for God's sake, Getcha, no. I'm having a rest.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Sweet penguin. Have a rest. You're the best scientist on the whole base. I love your face.
What is it,
What?
Getcha?
Pen.
To hide my legs. What?
Don't worry. Don't worry. I have the keys.
You have what about your picking knees?
No, I've hidden these.
You've got hidden fees?
No, I've hidden the keys.
Oh, you've hidden the keys. Where have you
Yes,
hidden them?
exactly. I put the dog's tool.
That's actually a very inspired idea, Getcha. I didn't know you had it in you. Well, well, don't be giving
Yes.
any ideas. I'm not giving you a kiss for it. Now leave me alone.
Okay, and thank. Okay, just imagine it.
Just scuttling about, Tom, is quite good in between.
Chloe, I think there's some floorboards as well in the very for that particular scene. In the very
I guess so.
background,
I
there should be
couldn't
some
quite-
floorboards.
I couldn't quite.
Yeah,
plot
don't worry.
Whether they
Yeah.
were meant to be kind of like behind, deeper.
They
in
go at the
or-
very, very back. They go
Right.
right at the back of the scene. So you have to move everything forward if there isn't space for it.
That's all right. I've always left like one spare.
Good
thing,
thinking. Good
just
thinking.
in
Yeah.
case. So I'll hop that in.
What?
I got something for you. Hold on. It's an earplug.
that you hate people snoring, so I filled you an earplug.
You got me an earplug?
Yes, so you can
What's
sleep
that
better.
for?
You have in your ears and then it blocks out the sound.
Right. Well, why have you got me that?
Because you keep complaining about the snoring.
Well, that's actually very kind of you, Getcha. Thank you very much.
Well, I got something else for you.
No, Getcha, stop getting me presents, god damn you, man. When are you going to get the picture? I'm not interested in you. But go on, what's your next present anyway?
I found a tape measure in the tool shed. I've taken it for you, and you can measure the whale penises that you're eating.
Right. Well, Getcha, I can't understand you through your accent. So it sounded like you said, you can whittle this to make whale penises touch. I'm not sure that's really what you meant.
It was something like that. That's right. Do you want another present?
All right, what do you got for me then?
Okay, hold on. Pen.
Yes.
I got a present. It's a broom.
A broom?
Yes.
Right, well, what do I need a broom for, Getcha?
To clean up any spillages in your laboratory.
But Getcha, aren't you forgetting that's your job? That's what you do for me, right? Clean up my
But I
shit.
give it it's a present for you, for me.
Yes. All right, well, what are you telling me about it? Just clean it up.
Okay.
I
I'll
need
go
to know
the
that you
laboratory.
bought yourself a broom, Getcha. Stop trying to make conversation.
Okay, I'll go clean up your messes now.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Bye-bye.
There's quite a lot of seal blood on the floor, so just don't slip and cause any more mess. Not like last time, it was disgusting. Do you remember? You stunk of
Yes.
seal in it for weeks.
I was eating it.
Well, why were you eating it?
I thought it was your blood.
You thought it was chud?
Thought it was your blood.
You thought it was my blood, so you were eating it. Getcha, have you ever actually been out with a woman or talked to a woman before in your life?
Only my auntie.
Right. And did your auntie say, you know what, Getcha, if you like a woman, why don't you try her blood? Did she say that to you, Getcha?
No, the only
No.
book that we have in the library is Dracula, so I've been reading Dracula quite a lot,
Right,
and he likes it.
right. Getcha, do you know how long we've got left on this godforsaken continent together?
Is there anything else to try and save?
I'm trying to add in a layer that I've just made, which would, I'm just trying to figure out how to position everyone in terms of actually passing something, so that Tom can reach up over the left-hand side. But it's just having a little look at that might be, if it's best, I'm making kind of notes of things that would be nice to be able to do, but because it would take me a little moment to get my head round how to level everyone out, I'm happy to kind of have that on my to-do list for lunch or similar.
Great.
Yeah, I think there's a way of doing that, Chloe, but it might take a bit of thinking
I've
through.
got, like,
I'm not
of,
sure myself, actually. Yeah.
I've got some transparencies and stuff. It's just basically as long as Tom doesn't pass over to the left-hand side until then. But we can go for another nice sit-down scene if we want.
Ooh.
A little
Turn around.
towards each other. Sit down. Put yourselves wherever is comfortable with whatever stools you've got, and I'll reposition you.
Alice, can you put your open your arm up so you're like lying on the sofa with your arm like that, with your arm that's towards the camera? Kind of put it up
Yeah.
against the chair, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks really nice because you are kind of sat kind of at a funny angle in the chair, but that makes it look more natural. Would you be Shartington for a moment, Alice? Just can you tell the audience about Doug Spoddy, who's sat opposite you?
I'm not going to do an Argentinian accent because I've completely forgotten
No,
how to do it.
be posh.
But I'll just be Bosch El Chartioni. And here we have Doug Spoddy joining me in the lounge area of our ship. Now, Doug, thank you for joining me. Now, Doug, what was your relationship with the deceased?
Well, I'm a friend of his for about 30 years. I was on the very first expedition, so I guess we'd say we were best mates. Work colleagues, but best mates as well.
Interesting. But you say you were best friends, but he was rather higher up in the rankings than you, Doug Spoddy. I mean, he was an admiral, and, well, you're just a dog's body. Aren't you, Doug Spoddy?
Well, it might seem that way to the layman out there, but the thing is, I don't think any of these expeditions would have happened without me. Frankly, I was the one doing all the organising backstage.
But if you were so important to this expedition, shouldn't you have more recognition? Be paid a lot more than you are? Surely that would annoy you.
I mean, annoy might not be the best word. Frustrate, perhaps. But I didn't ever get angry about it. I wasn't going around smashing bottles or anything over people's heads. No. I mean, I do it for the love of exploring at the end of the day.
Tom, can you move about and tidy a bit in the lounge? What happens if you move about and tidy?
I'm just going to refresh this.
Alice, it looks really nice with you kind of talking out to the audience like a camera. Like they're kind of stood there. Yeah.
Here we are in the lounge. You can see my mother behind me. What a beautiful woman she was. Taught me everything I know. What did you say, Steph?
Looked like you were pointing to the picture of the admiral rather than the two women. It's like, this is my mother.
Oh. This here?
There we are.
Are they women? I can't quite see.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, is this the lounge on the ship or the lounge in the expedition?
The lounge on the ship. Yeah. I guess it's like Shartington talking to the detectives. His personal cabin.
Welcome to my personal cabin. Interior designed by the late Spiffy Hobnob. Wonderful interior designer. And a cousin of mine. See a picture of her right there. There's Spiffy, along with my mother. Wonderful women. Love them both dearly. Not in a creepy way. I just love them because they're my family. Anyway, I have other people in my life. Now, here I have with me Doug Spoddy. Now, Doug is the man, the jack of all trades on this expedition. You know, some say this expedition wouldn't be anything without Doug Spoddy. He literally does everything. Now, someone like me who has not lifted a finger in my entire life, I've got to wonder what that's like. Doug, thank you for joining me here in my personal lounge. Now, tell me.
Well, no, you go on.
But I was just going to ask you, Doug Spoddy, a fine figure of a man. Surely you must be getting a little bit frustrated on this expedition, not having any viable women to spend some time with in the lonely nights.
Well, yeah, I mean, when we're in port, I do like to frequent the bars, say hello to the local ladies, but there's something about the solace of this expedition that I enjoy.
So you're saying that you like to spend some time on your own in the long nights, Doug Spotty?
Well, don't we all? Eh? I've mastered every single knot in my 1,000 Greatest Knots in the World book.
It's not a euphemism of Doug Spotty. That's a family show.
Tom, can you do a bit of bouncing? Tom, can you do a bit of jumping as if you're jumping on the sofa right now? Just have a little tantrum because it looks like you're stood on the sofa.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him, for God's sake. Come on. If I wanted to kill him, I would have killed him, but I didn't.
And then take a seat.
Doug. Be careful. Spiffy did a wonderful job of the interiors, but I'm not sure about the actual construction. So you're a solid man, so let's just be careful, yes?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I get so frustrated. Sometimes I just want to kick things. I take armchairs. I'm the way to fix them anyway.
I kind of want to see. Can you pretend throw something? The latency is a little bit bad at the moment, but I kind of want to see Alice like dodge if you threw like a pen at her, but probably don't throw anything. But just what would that look like if you just throw something from your chair to hers?
Stop asking me stupid questions.
Oh.
There's definitely like a fun. Hiding in the chair looks quite good, Alice.
Well, detectives, I think we'll leave it there for now. Let you get back to your jobs, and I'll just go and hide in a cupboard somewhere for a moment.
Yeah.
See you later.
I'll go back to fixing everything, shall I?
Yeah. I mean, you could actually, Tom, throw a ball or something, as long as you throw it sort of rather than down where it'll keep in shot. You throw it out of shot past her. That would work.
Yeah.
You could throw an object. Yeah.
I'm sick of people like you thinking I don't do anything around here. Well, I do everything.
Okay, Doug.
So where did you? I think if you throw it towards her, but like to her head, so it comes out of the screen rather than down. You see what I mean? If you throw it in her direction, but keep it high, so, as though you're throwing it straight, like a frisbee at her head.
What might help, Tom, as well, is I'm just looking because I can see that you're kind of stood in the mid of your green screen at the moment. If you stand so that you're like to your, I assume your left, like right at the edge, I can reposition you so we see as much of the. Oh no, sorry, the other direction.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, the other one. Well, great, yeah.
And that way, it's got more room to travel. But I'll just make sure that you're still in kind of where we want you to be.
Yeah.
I'll put you a little bit more where you were.
That's the angle, yeah.
Okay. I'm sick of people like you thinking I do nothing. Well, I do everything.
Whoa.
Okay.
You could, like, there is definitely an angle there where it just looks like you've thrown it just to, like, Shartington's side. Like, so it looks like it's gone behind the chair, but it's gone really close. But it feels like there's definitely an angle that can be worked with.
Yeah. Is it down a little bit further? I think. Yeah, if you can throw it at Alice's knees. What happens if you throw it at Alice's knees?
Ah! Damn block. Gordon
That
Bennett.
lines up quite nicely with the edge of the thing.
Yeah, just about.
Anthony Banks, it went right through my heart.
The other trick, of course, is if Alice has the same object on her lap, unrevealed, you throw, and then she picks it up to, oh, what was that about? But and unrevealed.
Yeah.
So that's a kind of another tricky thing, prop. If you both got the same prop.
Yeah. We have got 2 of the same phone, like Bakelite cream phone. That might be something that we can get to both actors so they can share a phone call. Yeah, this is great. Alice, can you enter and sit down? If you enter and sit down from behind your chair. Yeah. I guess that's one of those things where Chloe needs to switch the layers, which might be a bit complicated. Yeah.
What you could quickly do, Chloe, what you could do is it would be a 2-scene change. So as Alice walked in, that whole chair would be an object, and then Alice would clear the chair, and then you change scenes that it's just the front side of the chair, and then Alice could sit into it. So it's a careful sort of coordination of Alice moving in one scene and then sitting down in another transition into the next scene. That's how it could be done.
I wonder if there's something about, we also talked about like a projector I don't know, Chloe, if we talked about like showing some video footage or something I wonder if this is a good spot to almost like, if you had like a roll down screen that came down in the background and then you were able to like do like a slideshow. Oh, not a slideshow.
That could be.
I can have a little.
But like an old BBC footage. Yeah.
Yeah, I can find a kind of like a screen that we can have like as though it's set up in the cabin already. I'm just putting it on my to-do list.
Yeah, we can use that Meet the Suspects video if that works. The beginning of that one with all the characters being introduced.
Yeah.
Alice, can you pretend that the ship is rocking? You know, when you watch those videos of people on trawler ships and the camera stays level with the cabin, but the people just like move, like fall across the cabin. Yeah. There's something there, maybe.
Yeah.
No, just getting my sea legs. But it's not quite used to being on sea, especially on such rough waters.
And can you fall into the chair?
Just excuse me to take this. Sorry, I'm just feeling a little queasy.
Do you want to call Doug to clear it up?
Just the man. It appears, Doug, somebody's been a little stick. Well, I don't know who hasn't got their sea legs, eh? So if you wouldn't mind just being a good chap and cleaning this mess up. Goodness, who did that?
For goodness sake, of course I'll clean it up, but I told every single person that has come on this base, you need to go through your sea training. I'm sick and tired of cleaning up sick.
I'm sorry. I was just...
No. Oh, goodness! God's sake. What have you been eating? Oh, God. Right, we're going to need a bigger bucket if you're going to keep doing this. Right, bear with me.
Sorry, detectives. None of you should have had to have seen that. So.
Captain, for God's sake! How many times have you been on a ship?
I'm sorry, I'm just not used to rough waters. I'm a man of the, calmer waters. I've just done the Channel, just the English Channel.
Oh, for goodness sake, Captain, I mean, you want to come on an mission? We've been around the Cape of the, I've been around the Horn of Africa. I've been around them all. I've been on the rough oceans, actually. I know this being sick, eh? You've got to look after yourself, buddy. You've got to have some good food before you go out on an ocean trip. I mean, look at you. What have you been eating? What's this? A Battenberg?
I just like marzipan. I'm sorry, I've got a penchant for marzipan, for almond. I don't have the stomach for anything else that's not almond.
Well, you're going to be here for a couple of months. Let me tell you, you ain't got no almonds. For God's sake, I've got to clean this up now.
Well, what sort of thing could I be expecting? What the caterers got? They must have a freshly baked cake every day, no?
I am the caterer. And trust me, I ain't no baker. Unless you like hard rye bread, that's the thing I can bake. I expect mackerel for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you're lucky, I might catch a seal every now and again and have a seal. Well, anyway, Captain, I'll leave you to it.
Seal? Did he just say seal?
Lovely. Thanks, Alice. That was quite fun. I quite liked watching you wobble across the space. Is there a way with Doug that maybe he could also go behind that little table at the back?
Yes.
There is a layer actually that does that. Doug could sit on the on the sofa. I think there is a layer in there, Chloe.
I just need to put you behind 2-2.
Just a quick thought.
Sorry, I've just got to sign off, I'm afraid, because I've got another meeting I've got to go to. But brilliant work, great to meet you all, and great to see it all come together so quickly. Fantastic. So Steve, signing off.
Thanks, Steve.
See you next time. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Brilliant.
Thanks.
Cheers. Thanks, Steve.
Bye.
You're carrying the table, Tom.
Tom, one little thing I just want to mention. It may be, and I've had this problem before, with earbuds and Bluetooth interfering with audio and network things. I don't know whether it's an issue for you here, but it might. I know that we had another group that I wasn't leading, but it was they had a problem with their Bluetooth earbuds. But we're going to hear your audio come back to us. That's the only problem. But don't worry. Just wonder whether that might help.
Yeah, let me
earbuds out.
Definitely always worth a shot.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. It was some kind of Bluetooth issue going on, but is that any better?
Test.
Well, we can't quite see you. I think Chloe's just moved you up. Can't see your lips. I can't see to lip sync. Don't worry.
Pull you down. There we go.
Just try again, Tom. Could you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, that's syncing better with audio and video, but it was earlier on as well. But whether the earbuds, I don't know. Another thing to do, Tom, it might be always worthwhile later contacting your internet provider and just giving them a bit of a moan, and then they sometimes boost. They sometimes, internet providers can be they're terrible for taking away bandwidth without you knowing it, and it might be worthwhile just giving them a call and
Yeah,
Give them a
I've
bit of bit of your what's your character's name? Job's body? No, what's
Doug,
Doug's body.
Doug's body? Give them some Doug's body treatment.
You should. Yes, you can. Let me just.
You should, yeah. With that scene, Matt, Tom should be able to sit on the actual sofa at the back there.
Yeah.
With that shot.
Move you around so that we don't lose half of you because of the cropping.
do you want me to move in a bit, Chloe?
Yeah, if you feel free to move like to the center of your space so I'm not cropping you. And then, yeah, I'm not sure how to kind of help with the legs at the moment. It's just about how far back you can go. Is that about as far as you can go back to your green screen?
Is that the bottom of Tom's screen, is it?
Yeah, that's the bottom of the.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Capture. We might have to just make the base a bit more messy with piles of books or laundry or something on the floor.
Yeah.
Let me also make
You look like a giant.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit more sized for the sofa.
Can you lean back a little bit, Tom? At the moment, you look a bit of a width. That's it. That looks a little bit more natural on there.
Yeah.
What about, are you able to put me behind the table? Would that hide the fact that I've got no legs?
Almost.
I mean,
if the table had a tablecloth.
Yeah, if there was a tablecloth, we could kind of hide it behind there. I'm just trying to get it so it looks like your butt really is aligned with the. That seems decent. In terms of aligning. So we can have you on the sofa. I've got a very hastily made projector that I can add in a second as well.
We can also make you black and white as well if you wanted, you know.
Yeah, I was wondering that if it feels
If
if
you
it
wanted
would
to.
feel interesting in black and white.
Yeah, let me just.
I think that's a main camera change though. You can't do it in a scene, Chloe. You'd have to do it in the main camera. That's the only issue with that.
I see. Okay.
So then, if you move to the next scene, they will be black and white in the next scene as well. So that's the only issue with doing that.
How to.
But
So once they're black and white, basically, they stay black and white.
They do. They stay
Ooh.
black and white. But that's great. That's lovely.
Yes, like I say, there's a little bit hastily. Let me just check which one of these layers it is. Okay, number 5. Let me kind of move it so it's not quite so in the way of everything.
That's great. That's perfect positioning and
yeah, put it there
straight in front of Alice. Yeah.
But yeah, let me show you what it's like when we undo the colour. And then make everyone at black and white.
If anyone needs a quick loo break, this might be a good moment to do a quick loo break.
Sure.
Or fiddling. Oh wow!
I'm just seeing which is the. I thought.
Oh, I love the silhouette.
I thought if I took out all of the colours.
I can't remember where it is, but there's somewhere. I think you'll find it is in.
So I'm in colour adjust and colour key and colour correction, but I can't see any.
Oh, where was it? I did it just the other day.
Oh wait, Tom's. Oh wait, no, am I?
Sorry, let me get back.
Oh no, I found it. If I just take the saturation out.
I think that's what you do.
We've got black and white Alice now.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
All the way out.
That's it.
There we go. So that's black and white vibes for characters. I'll make the projector match as well. There we go. And I can have a little, I'll just grab a video to try and put in here as well. For now, I can leave the projector as is or put a little picture up. I just don't have a. I was checking to see if I had a video that I could.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be very, very straightforward to, to put a video into there and then prepare the video that it actually fits to that size as well. You could put all sorts of things in there.
Kind of angling. Can't see if I've got one to hand on this laptop.
No worries.
So I can put that on my list. Is there anything else we want to check in this space?
No, I think. I mean, is there a way, if you were going to show a video, obviously there would be a sense of like darkening the room? Is that like something that you'd like have the curtains shut or be able to like
let me
bring a sense of darkness in? I don't know.
That's very fair. Because I guess you could have it, because the thing is, basically, if I darken the entire thing, it will darken the projector screen and any video on it as well. If I had it preset, it would just be a thing to set up of just basically fading in some form from scenes that look almost identical, except all of the elements like chairs, people, room, etc. have been darkened. So that's something I can definitely do within the individual bits and pieces.
I think what
like making two distinct scenes, I would think.
Yeah, exactly. It's two scenes, Chloe. I think, and then you could each individual layer. You go into each individual layer and just darken them, just reduce their brightness.
Yeah. So I've popped that onto my to-do list, so we can definitely make that happen. I'm just aware it would. You all would have to be kind of sitting around for a little bit while I set it up.
No, that's
another thing you could do. You could create a layer with a slightly, if it was in the right place. So both Tom and Alice's faces. If you had a layer with slightly darker shadows, it would look like the projection is lighting up Alice's face as well. If Alice was, do you know what I mean? If Alice looked, if you looked in that direction, just that little bit of your face would be lighter. That's a little filter we could put on.
Yeah, I can try both of those options. Different scene.
Fun. Excellent. Did you say we also had the radio tower to look at, the crime scene?
Oh, so the radio tower I just have as the external. It's the one that we've looked at.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So I just basically did a platform that was overlooking some things. We can kind of try and put something together at some point of something more interior. The other ones that we've got to hand are, if you ever want like an exterior shot, we can pop people in the exterior. There's also kind of coming into a door near the front of the base. We've also got, if you want people just hanging out on some bunk beds.
Right.
And we've also got like a couple of more general spaces that might be suited to interviews, because they're probably like a little bit more static. So it's like this kind of lab-looking little area.
Oh yeah, Penn's lab.
It's even got a penguin. This is from Shackleton's cabin. I'll just also make you folks colour as well, because I think most of the ones we've got left set up a colour.
Chloe, did you have that one of the interior of the radio tower?
I can
if you have
pop
that one
that
set
one
up.
in now. I just didn't have
Because
it
that one had little portholes that someone can look through as well. There's a doorway they
Yeah.
can come through and portholes they can look through.
Let me
Sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier on.
grab that one. No, that's fine.
Oh yeah, Alice, can you give us a bit of like a tour of the penguin without putting your hand? It's a little bit because you can't put your hand over the table, but maybe if you come in from above, kind of pointing at the penguin and telling us what you're doing to this penguin.
Where's my angles?
Yeah, I think you need to be towards us there. That's quite nice. And then, yeah, and then just
Right,
if you
so
come
this
in.
is my lab. Sorry, say that again, Steph.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to do any pointing at things on the table, you just have to come in from above. Yeah.
There's its beak.
Just about poke its beak. Yeah.
It's a bit pointy. People don't know this about penguins, but that's actually very sharp. It's because they need to stab the fish like this. Anyway, that's a bit of my research. And as you can see, as we go down, as we go, that there, that there around there, that's a rope. Don't worry about that. Nothing to do with the penguin. That.
Is that a shouting tube?
Say that again.
Is that a shouting tube? The weird tube funnel thing in the corner.
Oh,
I think so.
that's so I can communicate with everyone. Yeah, I can say, oh, I need some more scalpels. Have you got any more seals? Because I'm absolutely starving. Oh, Doug, I can hear you shagging better through my tube. So keep it down, yeah?
I think, Tom, can you pop in from the other side?
Say that again?
Tom, when she calls you, are you able to come in from the other side, or is that?
Sorry, let me just. Sorry.
So it would be from the other side.
There we are.
There we go. I'll run.
Can you come in from? And you might need moving, but come in from the other side because I don't think you can really, because that table is up against the wall. It looks a bit weird if you come in from that side. Yeah. If you come in from that side,
that's great.
You can surprise Alice while she's shouting down the tube. How close to the tube can you get, Alice?
It's over here. Is it here?
Yeah, but a little bit towards the back, a little bit more. Angle your head towards and up. That's it. Yeah.
That's about as close as I can get.
Okay.
Getcha! Getcha, where are you? I need you.
Ben!
Getcha!
Ben, I'm coming! I'm coming! Ben, I'm coming as fast as I can! Oh my gosh. Ben! What do you need?
Well, look, it's not that urgent, but well, have you been going through my stuff again? Because I'm missing certain organs.
What organs are you missing?
Well, I'm missing the hearts out of all my penguins. So you're not going to be doing any of that crafting, are you? When you dehydrate the hearts and then you make it into a necklace for me or anything like that?
Ben, are you saying the heart or the arse?
The heart. You idiot.
No, I haven't touched any of their hearts. I promise.
But have you touched any of their arses, Getcha?
Only one or two. I was
And
just
what were you
curious.
doing with them?
Well, I was just checking if they had them because I couldn't find my books. Penguins had, so I wanted to see. and now I know that they do.
Right. What are you actually meant to be doing on this expedition, Getcha?
Well, I, I like to keep up morale. I'm helping Bella to build up the talent show. What talent are you doing?
I'm doing my impressions. Do you want to see my impression of you?
Yes, I love your impression of me. Show me your impression.
All right. This is my impression of you.
Oh, it's so nice. Do you want to see my impression of you?
Sure, why not?
Okay, here we go. You have to excuse me because Welsh is not my first language. Okay. I'm Penguin, and I love looking at penguins and seals and that, and I keep Getcher off, and I never respect him, and I don't respect anyone on this camp. Actually, turn Getcher away, and bye.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Alice, can you lean on the table with your elbow? Was that? Yeah.
Ah, penguin.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's tricky because at the moment the table will automatically go like in front of your arm. We can always pick little sections.
Or can you put your hand on the back wall, Alice, as if you're putting your hand on the wall to lean on it? Yeah. That works quite well.
Need to get a bit closer. See if I can sort of like. Lean in the corner.
That one's a bit strange because it kind of is. You're a bit too far back on the bench, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's better when you're closer to the edge of the table. But yeah, it's fun. That's nice. Someone surprising you from behind. We might have to think about whether actually it works better if you're on the other side.
Yeah, we can always flip any of these images, like the backgrounds and stuff, the opposite way.
Oh, so
that we can still have like a similar setup, but people don't have to kind of.
I think that would be good if we could flip this one so that these guys can keep with their screens on the right side. That would be great.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to mention that. Exactly. That's exactly the way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Pen. I just need to get in front of you. Sorry, Pen.
Careful, careful. Oh, Getcha, did you just fart? That's disgusting.
I think it was the penguins. Bye.
No, I know what the penguins smell like.
Can you come out from under the table, Tom?
Yeah.
Alice, can you go off for a second and just or move further back in your scene so we can just see Tom coming out from under the table? Yeah, that's nice.
Can I just check with you, Paul? Is there a way to do that flip inside vMix, or because I can just do it with?
Yeah, you can. You in each. I think you might be able to do it in the general setting for the scene. There's the thing. It's mirror in the general panel.
There we are. Thank you. Great. Okay. Yeah. So let me just.
You might have to flip them for every element. That's the trouble, I think. You have to go through it.
Okay. I'll flip it for the foreground, and I think that's because there's only a couple of elements in this one.
I think there are certain things in certain scene edits like that sort of thing. Perhaps are not possible. You have to do it in each individual layer, I think.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean I've wait? Has that left you mirrored, Alice and Tom?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. They want to be. You're still mirrored. So I think it's only turned it. Has it only mirrored? You probably have to mirror each individual layer. I think is the easiest way to do it, and then you can leave Alice and Tom unmirrored, or mirrored the way they should be.
Whoa! So many dead penguins.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, because that is just mirroring the background. That's not changing.
Is it? Oh, is it mirroring all the backgrounds but not?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then. Oh, in that case, that's
okay,
great.
as long as that's I just wanted to check it wasn't
As long as
weird for
Tom and Alice are still with their preferred mirroring.
Tom and Alice are like, you have to look a different way for the same things in this space now, so it's like pointing a different way when you're shouting into the shouting tube. But nothing's been changed in terms of your images.
Yeah.
It's just that the background's flipped.
Closer to my desk.
I'll have a little shuffle, because your things might
I'm having a little giggle there, Tom, as you climb out from under the table, like a tiny borrower.
That's my...
It's stinking of fish down here, Pen. Why is it so smelly in your laboratory?
It's nothing to do with you, Getcha. Why is it smelling in my lab? It's probably because I'm dissecting dead animals. Don't you think?
Well,
What are you doing under my desk?
You told me that you wanted me to clean up the guts.
Yes, but what are you still doing here? How long have you been there?
3 days.
You've been under my desk for 3 days. I've been in here for 3 days. I've not left. Have you been hiding in my room for 3 days, Getcha?
If I can come over this.
I'm surprised I didn't kill you, not Albert Ross, the way these improvisations are going.
He's next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were going to talk about whether there is a murder scene. I kind of want to know if you can like shove him up against the wall in this. Like if Getcha's behind Penn, can you push him against the wall?
We've got a couple of similar scenes, like they're the same kind of vibe and design that have like flat walls, as it were, because these ones are so angled. If that's at all
it might be easier.
helpful, for instance, we've got like this one, so you could kind of push someone up against one of these walls. Let me just make sure that Alice is visible in there. There we are. So we'd want Alice in front, wouldn't we? Let me just switch that.
Are you stood up back against your green screen, Alice?
No, not. I can get that one.
Pen, I love you.
Peace and quiet at last.
Can you grab a knife, Alice? Can you threaten Getcha with a knife? Hold him at knife point. You might have to run to your kitchen and grab a knife.
Yeah, I'm just thinking what I could.
Oh no, I've got a knife in the spare bedroom. Don't worry.
Oh, I shouldn't have used something that's clear. Right, hang on.
Or a ruler? Have you got a ruler or something? Yeah, great.
No. Please, I promise you.
Yeah, I reckon if you threaten him with it, and then if you stab him while he's while you're in front of him. Stab him a couple more times. Now he's down on the floor, Alice. You look gigantic compared to Alice.
Wait. Wait a minute, because I want to check something. Because with how big people look, at the moment
yeah.
I was trying to make sure that everyone was like a similar size for the stabbing moment. So just be aware that if after you stab, if you come a lot closer to your camera, you're like falling forward, that will mean that you suddenly look quite big.
Right.
Coming
Yeah.
up.
I'll fall backwards.
Yeah, if you can.
No! Please! Not again! No!
Giant hand. Just let him die on the floor. Give him a kick, Alice. Shut up.
It's great. That works really well.
Yeah. I think it's nice if you hold him at scissor point for a moment, where you like pass each other is quite nice. Yeah, where you threaten him against that back bunk, and then you go in front to stab him, so we see from behind, and then all of that stuff going on down.
Right on.
I think that looks pretty good for you.
I've had enough of you, Getcha. Your constant being here is making me sick.
No! Ben, please!
Look, when are you going to get the idea that you just need to shut up?
Please! I'm your little Norwegian mouse boy! Please!
Ugh.
Ah.
Ugh.
Ben! Ah.
Ugh.
Go on, give him a kick, Alice.
Ugh. Ugh.
That's nice, like wrestling, like one of those wrestling drops, Alice, is very funny. Like where you drop with the elbow. Yeah.
Ben! Dog!
I think when you're
She's
yeah, that's really fun.
Shut up! Getcha! Smother you to death.
That's great. You almost want to be able to do like blood splatters as Penn kind of like pulls the knife out. Like if you could do like a blood splatter come across the wall or something.
You could do a spillage as well on the floor, perhaps. That could be
Yeah,
a little layer. You could bring so blood would suddenly start to spill out on the floor.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
You look worn out now. Murder's hard work.
Yeah.
Really. 16 minutes to suffocate someone. Takes ages, or is it 11?
Yeah.
It's 11. It's 11 to strangle someone.
Is that right? Yeah.
So yeah, probably about that.
Right. I think we've got about 3 minutes.
How are we doing? Yeah, great.
Yeah, we've got. It depends if there's anywhere you want to have like a very quick look at before lunch. I've put up a radio tower.
Yeah, that was one thing I thought you might like to try.
Which is like
can we try
at the
Tom
moment
interacting with radio, not radio.
So I think someone is inside and someone's outside in this one, but you could. I think there's a possibility to have.
Alice, if you move around, you should be outside. There we go.
Great.
If you wanted someone to be outside.
I think you can walk into the doorway as well, I think.
Yeah.
Which way is that?
Yeah, I'll let you carry on.
Oh, it's hard to find the door.
No, to be honest, like you might be cropped off.
I think you are.
Reach
Yeah.
the door. I can always add a second one of you in at some point.
I'm going to walk past and then spot you in there.
Yes. We need help. Please come and find us as quickly as possible. We can't bear it anymore. We're starving. We've only been eating seal for months and months. Please, he's gone crazy. Albert Rosa's gone crazy. Over!
Can we have a little look at Alice's eye line in that? I think, Alice, you might need to stay a little bit further back. That's quite nice. Can you make it so you look a bit more at Tom? Yeah.
Is he there?
Yeah.
I can move Alice, if you want, I can also move Alice down a bit. Because otherwise it does look like Alice is quite tall.
Is that another flipped? Do you need to flip it again, that one? Alice, is your screen behind you now? I can't remember. Your screen's in front of you? Or are you looking at your screen now or not?
I'm looking in between my two screens.
Okay, yeah. You've sometimes got to use your peripheral vision a bit with these screens just to sort of get the eye lines right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it doesn't need flipping then. Sorry, I thought it had. That's right.
Do you think she still needs to be lower down so we just see the like almost her chin's at the bottom? Yeah.
In that case, shall I make Alice?
Great.
Is about that the right size?
Yeah, that's nice.
It feels good for a porthole.
Do some window acting. That's nice. Yeah. Tom, what happens if you almost use the radio but you're crouching down as if you don't want to be seen? So you're like kneeling on the floor, kind of trying to hide slightly behind the table, but still, that's nice. So you're doing it really secretly.
Yeah. Please, need your help. Wherever you are starving, hungry. You must come and help us. We haven't any food in so long. I stink away. This is Get Your Bearings. Please help us. I fear what will happen in the camp if someone doesn't come soon. Someone might be killed.
Getcha, what are you doing in there?
Over and out.
Tom, can you speak into the actual little microphone? And what does it look like if you hold your finger down while you're talking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a
If anybody can hear this, please, we need your help. We have been stranded on this base for over 6 months. Our base has split in two and we are starving. Our admiral is going crazy, cuckoo bananas. Please, come and save us. I fear what will happen. Someone might get murdered. Or worse, killed. Please come as quickly as possible. This is Getcher. Get your bearings. Over and out.
Tom, can you use, so you see the microphone on the side, the weird little thing on the
Yeah.
table? Are you able to angle it so you can kind of lean into that rather than using the thing in your hand? Are you able to try and speak into that a bit? Yeah. I know it's a bit hard because you almost need to rest your arm on the table or something, and you might need to be a little bit further back. Can you be a bit further back? Yeah. Yeah. But if you put your arm on the table and then lean onto it, what happens with that?
Sorry, mine's frozen. Bear with me.
It's a what?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I think if you keep your backhand so it doesn't cross over the radio, that feels quite nice. But that front hand on the edge feels good.
Yeah.
But if the backhand can almost be like looking like it's flatter on the table, or not, maybe not on there. Yeah.
Please, we need your help. We have been starving many months. Shelf has split. Our ad is going cuckoo. I don't know how long we're going to survive this. There is talk of killing our huskies. I don't know if you've ever eaten husky. Very rough. Please, somebody, come and save us as quickly as possible. This is Getcher. Get your bearings. Over and out.
And now, if you stay there, Tom, for a sec.
Yeah.
What if Alice crosses the porthole, and then you see her, so you then hide under the table, or you hide on the floor, and Alice just has a look for you. So Alice can walk past, and you, as soon as you see her, you duck under the table and hide, and then she'll have a little look to see if she can see you.
Oh, there I am. Not too far.
Okay. This is Get Your Bearings.
Hello? Anyone in there?
This is Getcher. Please, we need your help. Our base is in turn.
Hello? Must be going mad.
We have been starving for so many months. Please help us. Come as quickly as...
Getcha! It's you!
It's not Getcher, little mouse.
Right, well I can see you, Getcha, in there. You're not a mouse.
Please help us as quickly as possible. Please.
All right, I'm coming in.
Lovely. Right. That feels fun.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Oh, that's great. It's just now gone 12.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly say, this afternoon, I don't know what you put. I wasn't. It's an open for you to try things out. I wasn't going to join your afternoon session, but and I was going to leave it for you to try more stuff out. Does that sound okay? Do you want to try? Are you okay to do some stuff? I mean, it's up to you how long you want to go and just try out different things. But
Yeah,
I
that
think there's some
sounds great.
fantastic things and really, really great pieces coming together there. Really excited how that's developing. How's it feeling for Tom and Alice? I think you're really getting a sense of looking at each other or sharing the same space somehow, as though they're sort of getting that
Yeah,
feeling
I
of
think.
being together.
Yeah, I think it's really good when you get those moments like, oh, it's like you can see it really works. It feels really magical.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
really nice.
I'm getting that. That's great. I'm really getting that. And so I would join you again tomorrow morning, and then we'll do the same sort of procedure. I'm there in the morning, and in the afternoon it's free for you to just try different things out and explore. Is that okay? I think we've got.
Yeah, that's fine with us.
Chloe's
I think we'll have a little bit more playing this afternoon and just see, maybe we can look at exactly which locations and scenes we want to play with in particular, so that we can just start planning if we want to try anything with props, so that I can sort that out before the following week, and also like just starting to play around with what scenes and fun we can have with it. Definitely we want to find a bit of a crime scene, I think, and play around with that projector. Yeah.
Oh no, there's some really great scenes. I think they're really, and it's great to have that whole theme carrying through, and it really connects it together. Just feels really very, very connected now. Sort of we see it piecing together very nicely. Great, and I think Chloe's really getting to grips with vMix. It's quite straightforward and intuitive, but there is a bit. It takes a bit of pre-production work to do as well. So that's always
it's just figuring out the best arrangement of layers for certain things, when we want people to like move in front of things or behind things and then sit in things, etc. But
exactly,
that'll be fine.
And quite often it's a bit of scene changing with the same. You have the same scene, but the layers are slightly different and the cropping slightly different, and then you can switch between two scenes, which allows Tom to suddenly move in front of an object and then behind it. So there's a sense of it having depth in that sense, but it's just having identical scenes. They appear the same, but actually they're different. They actually allows you to move around things. I love the bit with the projection idea, the screen, the sort of PowerPoint projection, or the slideshow on the screen there. I think that's fantastic. That's great.
Yeah,
and that's all possible.
I really like the murder scene.
Yes, absolutely, brilliant.
Watching Penn murder Getcha, especially after he's been so annoying all morning.
Yeah. I think, Tom, I think there's a little bit of an issue with your network connection, but I think just probably, like I say, try and maybe switch the router on and off. That often helps. It often clears. There's a log of something in there, or failing that, I would give your provider a call and give them a bit of a hard time, and they usually try and just say, look, check what your bandwidth should be and what you're getting, and if there's a problem, just tell them, look, I'm not getting it. It's just not getting a good connection. So, and they can then increase it.
Okay.
If it's totally off top, we can have a look at it for the last week and see if we can sort out another thing in some way as well.
Yeah, great. Splendid.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave you. Grab some lunch, and you can reconvene this afternoon. But I'll see you again tomorrow morning at 10 again. Is that okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, great.
Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah.
I'll be with
Chloe, go ahead.
I'll be with everyone from 10:20 tomorrow morning. So I don't know if you want
to
open
yes.
up thing.
Well, should we start a bit later? Would that be okay? I think you mentioned that, Chloe. Would it be okay to start at 10:30 tomorrow instead of 10, and we went till 12:30? Would that be okay?
Yeah, all good. Yeah,
that's
brilliant. That's great. I'd rather leave it now with you, Chloe, because I think it will because you'll have all the scenes set up how you want them. But Chloe, always you can give me a call, email me, or give me a call if you want, or something. If you want to talk later on today about anything I can do and help out with. But really, really exciting. Great. Really enjoyed it. And you've recorded everything today, Chloe, and you're going to record this afternoon. You can record this afternoon as well.
I'll
Okay,
stop recording now, actually.
Fantastic.